Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that's been making headlines, the Oropouche virus. You might hear it called rare, and while it's not as globally widespread as, say, dengue or Zika, it's definitely something to understand, especially since we're seeing it pop up in more places. So, what exactly is the Oropouche virus? Well, it's one of those viruses that's carried by insects, specifically those super tiny, almost invisible biting midges, and sometimes certain types of mosquitoes. Think of it like this. The virus lives in certain animals, like sloths and monkeys, in forested areas. When a midge bites an infected animal, it picks up the virus. Then, if that midge bites a human, we can get infected too. For a long time, Oropouche virus outbreaks were mostly limited to specific regions, causing periodic waves of illness. It's not like the common cold where it's always circulating everywhere. Instead, it tends to emerge in cycles, often in areas with a lot of those biting midges and the right animal hosts. This is why it's been considered rare in a broader global sense, because it wasn't typically seen outside of certain geographic pockets. Now, when someone gets Oropouche, what does it feel like? Most people will experience symptoms similar to a bad flu. We're talking sudden fever, often pretty high, a severe headache that can be quite intense, chills, and really achy muscles and joints. It's often described as being very similar to dengue fever, which can make it a bit tricky to diagnose without specific tests. These symptoms usually last for a few days to about a week. The good news is that most people recover completely, though some might feel weak for a bit longer, and some have even reported a return of symptoms a few days or weeks after feeling better. While most cases are mild, there's a small percentage of people who can develop more severe issues. This can include inflammation of the brain or the membranes surrounding it, which can be serious. And, more recently, there have been concerns about pregnant women and the potential for the virus to affect the fetus, though this is still being investigated. So, why are we hearing more about it now if it's considered rare? Well, like many viruses, Oropouche is adapting. We've seen it spreading into new areas where it wasn't common before, and the number of reported cases has been increasing in some regions. This is why health organizations are paying closer attention, because even a rare virus can become a bigger concern if its reach expands. The key takeaway is, it's an insect-borne virus that usually causes flu-like symptoms, and while often mild, it's worth being aware of, especially if you're in or traveling to areas where it's known to circulate.